of poems so that you can enjoy my poems later on in my other videos. For more details, please look in the description below. Now, let's just jump right into it. Here's the first poem I would love to share with you. It's called Acrostic Poem. An acrostic poem is in which first letter of each line spells out a word, message, or the alphabet. You can write it by choosing a word and write it vertically. Then you think of a word that starts with the letter of the first alphabet of the word that is related to the word. Then you keep going and going until you're done with every single letter of the word. And here's the example of the one that I wrote. It's called Spring. Spring has come. Playfulness has taken over the world. Rain showers to sprout. Irises grow. Never comes calmness. Greatest weather all the time. Let's move on to my other poem, and I hope you enjoyed my spring poem. Cinq poem is the second poem I would love to share with you. Cinq is the French word for 5, and because of that, in a cinq poem, there are 5 lines. Here are cinq poem rules. First word, you have to write it with 2 syllables. Second with 4, third with 6, then 8, then again 2 syllables. That rule is pretty simple and easy to remember, and here's my example of the cinq poem. The title is Angels. Angels, up in the sky, sometimes visits the ground. Angels are always around me. Kindness. And when I was writing this poem, I didn't just thought of the legendary angels that fly up in the sky. I thought of kind peoples that I call angels. And yeah, I thought of both of them, not just one of them. Diamante Poem. A Diamante poem is shaped like a diamond and has 7 lines. Here are the rules. Choose 2 opposite words and write one on the top and one on the bottom. Then write 2 adjectives that describe the top word. Then 3 words that end with ing that describes the top word. And then 4 nouns, 2 to describe the top word and the other 2 to describe the bottom word. Then 3 ing words to describe the bottom word. Finally, 2 adjectives to describe the bottom word. And here's my example. It's called Sun and Moon. Sun, warm, bright. Working, running, playing. Golden, day, night, silver. Shining, reflecting, sleeping. Cool, calm, moon. Limerick. A limerick is usually a funny poem. The rules are pretty simple. It has 5 lines. Line 1, 2, and 5 have rhymes. And line 3 and 4 has its own rhyme too. See how easy writing a limerick is? And here's a little tip. If the lines have similar number of syllables, they rhyme better. And here's my example of a limerick. It's called A Very Sunny Day. Here, I'll read it to you. A very sunny day. I'm going to the bay. The sky was bright, but soon was night. I'll call it a day. Haiku. A haiku is a very short 3-line poem, and it is easy to write and can still be very interesting. And here are the rules. It has 3 lines. The first line has 5 syllables, the second has 7, and the third again has 5. And here's a poem that I wrote when I looked out the window. Gorgeously green trees, slightly dancing in the breeze. Look how soft they dance. And here's my final poem, which is like very easy and very fun to make. It's called Free Verse. As you guessed, free verse poems have no rules. You can write it any way you want. You can make up the rules. How fun is that? Anyways, here's my example of a free verse poem. It's called Plant's Life. The plants start as a tiny seed. Water, soil, and sun is need. Roots will grow from underground, collecting food from all around. Little baby sprout has come. Its tiny leaves are awesome. A flutter went past, and it's some butterflies. It flies more closer and watches life rise. Flowers grow from buds on stems. They are pretty and precious like gems. Some gives us juicy fruits, and some have veggies on their roots. Thank you so much for joining me. I find it very enjoyable, and I hope you do too. And please join me in my other videos, and see ya!